Hey guys, what's up? What's up? So, Ariba here. Yes, so I was talking to myself. If you don't talk to yourself, you are weird. Cause why are you not talking to yourself? Mm. So I was talking to myself, and I challenged myself that I could talk for 15 minutes. You understand? So I don't even have a topic. I'm literally going off my brain right now. Okay. So let's talk about brains. Let's talk about brains and how everybody's brain is different. You understand? I was talking to a pharmacist, I think 3 days ago, and she was like, if you are able to remember things in your past, like when you were a child, when you were like 9 years, 8 years, if you are able to actually remember if you're able to remember it vividly, it means that you're not the smartest. It means you're not smart. Because what did she say? She was like, brain cells die, and it takes a long time for them to die. But if yours die faster, it means you are smart. So people who easily forget stuff, it means they are very smart. You understand? When we are talking about smart, it doesn't mean like 2014 smart, like BC. No, no, no. Talking about smart, like when you see someone, you're like, nah, this guy is smart. I know you've seen someone and you're like, nah, this guy is different. You see? So next topic. I'm done talking about the brain. Okay, what's the next topic? Okay, let's talk about a zombie apocalypse. Okay. How prepared are you for a zombie apocalypse? Because I think my first action would be to run to Accra Mall. You see, and I'm sure other people think like me, so I'll have about 100 people at the Accra Mall. And I'm not going to be the leader straight away. I'm going to allow someone else to be the leader, so that I don't get killed. Because 9 out of 10 times, the person who, if you watch the movies, the person who becomes the leader at the start, oh, he dies. He dies very fast because people don't. Because right now, you are all sitting comfortably at home. All of a sudden, a zombie apocalypse happens. Your world is going to change. Nothing will be normal anymore. So for you to adjust, you'll be rebelling a bit because they'll tell you that you can eat only once a day. You can drink water this number of times and all that, because in the mall the food will not be that much. So because they'll be putting regulations and things on it, a rebellion will start. You get me? They'll start a rebellion where they will try and kill the person who is rationing the food. You see? So when the zombie apocalypse happens, you don't have to be the leader first. You can kill the person who staged the coup d'etat, the person who started the revolution. You understand? You can kill that person, so you will be the third leader. Being the third leader is the best position, because I think like a year or two would have passed. So now everybody is now comfortable. There are rules, and then like it is like normal everyday life. You see? So when it happens like that, don't steal my strategy. Don't come to the Accra Mall. Okay? Don't steal my strategy. You understand? So in the mall, nothing. Okay, when a zombie apocalypse happens, nothing works anymore. Money becomes insignificant. Zeros and ones. if the government has been toppled over and you are the manager of Peg Biscuits, you have all the biscuits in your factory, are you going to give up that factory to anybody? No. You are going to keep all that, keep your workers and everything, and now you are going to, now the currency will be biscuit. You see, you can use the biscuit to rule the world. You see, tell me, oh, go and bring dispenser 4 and I'll give you 1 peg biscuit. You understand? You cannot use money anymore. You can't use money. Money will cease to exist. What even is money? What at all is money? It's crazy to think about. We all fight for the same thing. We all fight for money, but we don't even really understand money. They don't teach us that in school. Because I was talking to an accounting student. The people who do finances and accounting and all that in the university, you need them as friends because they know the loopholes. They know the way around. Because I have an auntie. She works in a bank. Bro, she had gift vouchers. She had codes. She had all that. You see, she works at the bank. So she has all the pegs. She knows the right investment to make. She knows the right account to set up. She knows the codes for everything. You see, those people actually know what money is. But the average person doesn't know what money is. You understand? If you see people like that, you need to talk to them because they have an idea. They know what money is. Yes, as I was saying. So let's forget the zombie apocalypse. Let's talk about terrorism. So let's say World War III. Yeah, World War III, everything is spoiled. Let's just say you somehow survived it. You're in Accra. Everywhere is scattered. Everywhere has been bombed. And somehow you're a survivor. What would be your first course of action? Because you're in Accra. And the food stars by now would have spoiled. It's going to be very difficult to survive. But I think it is possible. First off, right now, there's no rule to murder. There's no rule that you cannot murder anyone. Because who is going to enforce that rule? It will shock you that the people who you do not regard, they are the ones who rule in the dystopian society. You see? The people who are on the street, they would rule. Because the rich, as for the rich, they will be killed off very easily. Unless they are like super mega rich. You understand? I'm talking about middle class, a bit of upper class. People who go business class on the airplane, they'll be easily killed off because they have no basic instinct. Their children might have that, but I'm not sure. It depends on how they raise their children. You see? Most of us will die. Most of us will die. How long has this been so far? 9 minutes. Really? Okay, let's continue. Let's talk about time travel. I hope you guys know the grandfather's paradox. You know the grandfather's paradox? The grandfather's paradox. So, let's say my finger is your timeline. This is you. You're on this part of the timeline. The day you decide to time travel back. You see? Because the timeline doesn't move further because you've time traveled. So, you travel back in time. This is your grandfather. This is your grandfather. This is your father. This is you. You travel back in time. and you mistakenly kill your grandfather, how is that man going to grow up, give birth to your father, who will then in turn give birth to you, so that you can time travel back in time and kill him? That's essentially the grandfather's paradox. It's like, where do you go from here now? So immediately this happens, the universe will warp into itself and everything would. That's theoretically. When this happens, when the grandfather's paradox happens, the universe is just going to spin, getting like the universe will just implode on itself and everything ceases to exist. That's according to the movies, you understand? Then go feel lively. But it makes sense if time travel was real. I feel like everybody at a point in their life has sat down and thought about time travel. You see? Because I was watching Rick and Morty and he did something very smart. You see? It was, I think, a Christmas episode or something. So he put it in his mind to tell his future self that they had to do something and bring it to him in that moment. Do you understand? It's like you're projecting yourself forward. You see? But that in itself is a paradox. I feel like I'm not explaining it enough for you guys to understand. But he's projecting himself forward. Okay, let's say you need paper. I need paper in my hand in 2 minutes. I'm going to tell my future self to get up from this chair right now and go and pick up the paper and put it in my hand. That is without time travel. So now we need the time to be, we need a larger time period. So let's say in 10 hours from now, you need a code. And the person who has the code died 2 minutes ago. And the bomb will go off in 5 minutes. You would project yourself project yourself backwards. You see, Rick and Morty projected himself forward. But I'm thinking you project yourself backwards to interrogate the person who has the codes who died 2 minutes ago. Do you understand? I don't know if I'm explaining it well enough. This is what goes on in my head every day. So, do you guys think it is possible to project with time travel? Can you project yourself backwards? Because there was a similar concept in Lucifer, but that one it was not time travel. So basically, the person who had the antidote to save someone died, so he just went to hell to interrogate the person, and time works differently in hell. So he was able to have enough time to come back on earth, and it was like he just lived for 2 minutes. So that's not time travel, that is time dilation. You see, where if you go into space right now and you come back, if you move at the speed of light, is it at the speed of light? If you move at the speed of light and come back, you'll be like, I think 20 years into the future. But it's all theory. I personally don't think time travel is possible. I saw a compilation on YouTube about time travel where they were like, time travel caught on camera. I'll react to that for you guys. But time travel is not possible. Because, okay, hold on. If it is possible, it is not accessible to the normal person. You see the Mandela effect. I feel like that is time travel. That's an example of time travel. It has to be, because how can a whole generation of people collectively remember something that is so wrong? How can we do that? Mandela effect because some of them actually affect me. Like the Pokemon. Like Pokemon doesn't have a black tip on his tail and it's all yellow. I was like, nah. Because when I was a child, I actually remember him having the black tip. You see? So that's where we are at now. The Mandela effect, I feel like it's time travel. Because how else can you explain it? Why would a whole generation remember something that is so wrong? See the Monopoly guy with the monocle. They were like, nah, he doesn't have the monocle. See how weird that was? Because I know we all remember the Monopoly man having the monocle. Another something that I quite remember. Nobody else has watched this. And it is freaky to think about because I remember myself talking to my friends back in primary about it, and they were all like, yeah, we've watched it. It was a movie about, should I say Gremlins? Was it Gremlins? I don't really remember. You see the thing? I'm slowly blanking out because I don't really remember, but I remember the movie and I enjoyed it so much. I think it was my first horror movie that I watched alone. And it was not even that scary. It was funny. Because it was like there was this ice cream guy. He had an ice cream truck. So there were three boys, and they were moving. They were just walking, and they heard the sound of the ice cream truck. So when the ice cream truck came, and the person opened it, it was a serial killer. You see, so he told the boys to enter the truck. So they entered because they thought that there was ice cream in the truck, and then he locked them inside and he was taking them away. So they tried to escape. They managed to open the door. You know how ice cream trucks are, the back. He just opened the back, so it was bare, and then the guy was still driving. He didn't know that they had opened the door. And then one guy jumped out. When he jumped out, he rolled, he was hurt and all that. The second guy was about to jump, and then the ice cream guy realized what was going on, and he started swerving the car. So the guy fell out and he hit his head and he died. The last guy was about to jump, and the guy jumped out of the car, like he came to the back and held him just as he was about to jump. You know how the scene will be. He was about to jump and then someone just held him. That was how it was. So 3 friends, one was captured by the serial killer, the ice cream guy, one died and the other guy fell out. So fast forward like 30 years. The guy who fell out is now a police officer. Okay? The guy who fell out is now a police officer. And then children have started going missing again. Because for like, you see the period of that 20-30 years, the ice cream guy was not operating. I mean, not in their vicinity, it was somewhere else. So long and short, I don't want to go into details about the movie. It was funny, it was not that scary. So long and short is, the guy who was captured became the new ice cream serial killer. And his friend is the one who jumped out. He jumped out and he led a fruitful life. He was now a police officer. And he was on the investigation, the missing kids investigation, which all led him to his friend. And they backtrack back to that scene where the 3 of them were supposed to jump out, and the one who got caught by the serial killer was trying to jump. The detective told him to go first, but I was like, nah, he should go first. He wants to make sure that they are both safe. In a way, he kind of sacrificed himself, because if he was in front, he managed to open the lock. He had the right to go first, but he did not go first. You see, he did not go first. The detective went first. The one who became the detective went first. So it baffles me. So it's like, in that little, like 2 minutes, 2 lives. The guy who died here, bro, forget him. He's no longer important. He was just motivation for the detective. That was basically his use. For the detective to hold on to something like, my friend died, my other friend is missing. He was literally just there to motivate the guy who became the detective. So if he had just said, okay, I'll go, and just jumped, maybe he would have led a life that made him a detective. I don't know how his life would have turned out. You see, I didn't make the movie. I don't know how his life would have turned out. So it begs the question. The little, what you call it? The little choices we make. How the little choices we make can affect our lives enormously. You understand? I feel like by now there's like literally no one watching right now. This video, I think it will do well in years to come, but right now only like 4 people are going to watch it. So if you are watching this in 4 years, I want you to comment something. What would you comment? Comment Joop, Joop. Just comment Joop, then I'll know that this video actually did well in years to come. Because I know that right now, with the state I am in, people barely even watch my videos. But I'm doing it for the future you watching right now, who became a fan of me. I'm doing this video for you, not for the people who are currently watching me. Because nobody will make it to this far. Nobody gives a fuck about me enough to actually watch me talk for how many minutes? Yeah, 22 minutes. 22 minutes. Nobody actually gives a fuck about me that much right now. You understand? So just comment Joop. I'm going to make a part 2. So I'll see you all later. Bye.